coming against the wickedness that is done in this kingdom. That is that Esau is the head of. You know, right now we're in that stage, but eventually the judgments are going to come, you know, in bulk because of the wickedness. You know, it's not just gonna. Eventually, the prophets ain't gonna be on these corners no more, and then that's when judgment is really going to just roll at a high level. You know, because the Lord ain't gonna suffer this wickedness to just continue to come to pass.
Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
Right, the righteous are sighing and crying unto the Lord for the abominations that's done in the midst. You know, and the Lord hears those prayers. That's why we have to continue to pray to the Lord, continue to weep bitterly unto the Lord, continue to complain, because he hears that. And the Lord will return and bring a recompense upon this man and upon the people who are doing wickedly in this kingdom, because he hears those prayers and he sees the wickedness that's being done in this land. So, Baba Shah, can you guys take Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3?
Yep. Hey, the scripture says, give him no rest until he makes Jerusalem a praise on the earth, man. So we got to keep crying out to the Lord. And like the brother said, he gonna answer our prayers. He hear those prayers, man. We just wait for the perfect time to the Lord to come and visit this place and cleanse this place out with fire. You know?
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
Right, as we have fell away from the Lord, you know, but what stage are we in? We are returning unto the Lord by coming back to the knowledge of who we are, by coming back to the scriptures, coming back to serve YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. You know, but what do you say?
And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Right, and through the Spirit being put upon, you know, the elect of learning who they are, what else are we learning? We're learning who the man of sin is. We're learning who Esau Edom is according to the scriptures. And what does it describe him as? The son of perdition. Now when you go into that word perdition, it goes into destruction, utter destruction. And that is, you know, Esau is. He is the son of perdition. He is a destructive man. And this goes back to what I was saying when we first started up. This is why Esau has to be taken out of power, because he is not conducive to life. You know, the earth wouldn't prosper under his rule, because he is the son of perdition. Anything you put in his hands, he's gonna destroy. You know, we see, you know, and it was through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, of course, but we see, you know, the weapon that he has created being these missiles. You know, and by way of those missiles, there's gonna be a great destruction that comes upon his kingdom, but upon the world in general, you know, because of those missiles. This shows what the fruits of Esau and him ruling.
So Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. And except those days should be short, there should no flesh be saved.
There should no flesh be saved, because you leave, if this world was to go on 1,000 years under Esau's rule, this world would be in shambles. Even worse than it is today. We have whole ecosystems being destroyed because of Esau ruling. You have animals going extinct because of Esau ruling. The ocean is polluted because of Esau ruling. Because he is a destructive man. So it's like
and just if I may add, it says that in the book of not Matthew, Isaiah the 24th chapter, it says that the earth mourneth and languishes because of the inhabitants thereof. You know, just laying back up with the brother, because the air's poison, right? The food's poison, education's poison, everything that you can think of has been tainted with because of the rules that be. You know, and this is why we constantly take to the day, you know.
And you can see that this devil, he's not fit to rule, man. He's the base of all man. So you can see, you look at the effects of him ruling, man. Everything is being destroyed and defiled under his rulership, man. You know?
This Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, chapter 10 and 4, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And profitable means something that produces gain. So under this devil's rulership, he's not producing any gain. He's not furthering life in any type of way. He's anti Mashiach, which Mashiach goes back, you know, that's where they get the word Christ from, which means anointed. He's anti-anointed. He's anti-Messiah. Anti-YAHAWASHI, who the word we call Jesus. And YAHAWASHI said, I am the truth, I am the way, I am life. So if he's anti-YAHAWASHI, he's anti-life, and that's why there's death. This is the valley of the shadow of death. That means there's death all around us. Death is always on our back, man. The air that we breathe is actually death. The food that we eat, the water that we drink, everything is death in this society. So if I were to jump down in this society, in this chapter, it says that the physician cutteth off a long disease. All right, and that disease is this devil that's in rulership. The physician is YAHAWASHI. He's coming to cut this devil off, man. All right, in Isaiah 14, it says, how is the oppressing city ceased? You know, that golden cup. Speaking of Babylon, it says, the fir trees shall rejoice, saying no feller can come up against us and chop us down. So everything is going to rejoice. The trees is going to rejoice. The pigs is going to rejoice. The birds, the air is going to rejoice. The water is, everything's going to rejoice when the Lord YAHAWASHI returns and the Lord sets up his elect. All right, sets the meek in the on the throne, man.
Yeah, I just want to get that definition of disease. Since you was bringing it out, it says discomfort in the etymology. It says discomfort, inconvenience, distress, trouble, lack, want, discomfort, distress, trouble, misfortune, disease, sickness. Without or away goes back to this, and then you got ease. You know, sense of sickness, illness. All right. So Esau is ultimately he's bringing down a lot of natural flow of life, the homeostasis.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Through his inventions and ideas. The water's polluted. Why? Because he's trying to make lithium batteries. He's pumping oil all through it. He's taking all the lobster and the shrimp and the bottom feeders out of it. You know what I'm saying? He's messing up people socially, all right, in marriage by creating multiple sexes and psychological. I was just talking about that just now. Like, they'll sit there and call Jake that has energy as a little young boy ADHD, but then what do you call a person that thinks that's a male that thinks that they're female? That's a schizophrenic, man. You know? But that's just the type of games that they play. You know? But the games that they play ultimately leads to death. Okay? But you can't, when you fuck up lithium water, make lithium batteries with water, because that's how they have to do it, you cannot distill or clean that water no more. It's forever contaminated. Okay? And they're making thousands, could be millions of electric cars that run on these same batteries. You got factories that are running on this, man. And these batteries run out and you gotta keep on making new batteries. So this devil is going to and fro through the earth with its inventions and its science falsely so-called, destroying the people. And if he continues, there'll be no water. There'll be no stabilized earth to grow things in, because that's why you gotta use GMO, because you're fucking up the soil because you're not letting it rest. You know what I'm saying? There will be no more people because people stop reproducing, because the women are bugged out, the gender identity's bugged out. Okay? Your education system, the smarter these people are, the dumber they are, man. They don't have no common sense or the more technology you come, the more distant people have with natural nature, man. People don't know how to have decent conversations. You know, watch their little show, Pop the Balloon. They on there, man, I want a dude to make $200,000. Do you know the average of what people make is $40,000? Really? You're not living in reality, because why? You don't fucking work. Okay, isn't nothing but a bunch of students trying to live the easy life. You know, or a bunch of fat, out of shape people wishing that they could. Okay? And this society encourages that. And that's why it's headed to hell in a handbag, for lack of better words, and that hell's gonna be done on nuclear missiles, because if the Lord don't intervene, he's gonna destroy. It's gonna be to a point that we'll be walking up to each other with fucking goggles on and reaching out and trying to have a conversation, and we're right there. Why? How we know that's possible? Because nigga be in one room and sure it be another, you texting him instead of just walking there and talking to him. You know, I was watching this the Pivot podcast with Brian Clark. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about hollering at women and stuff, how you had your homies and you picking out one and all that. Now you just DMing it. You don't even know if this woman have another dude. You ain't scoping her out, no nothing, man. You know, this
Dating
is
sites and shit.
dating sites.
Tinder.
You know,
Tender, boy, getting people in trouble. Boy.
telling you what they want. I got 5, so don't come for me. You know, like, you know, all kind of shit, man. OnlyFans paying people for doing dumb shit. You know, Instagram and all that.
Yeah.
That's why you got these prophets bugging out, trying to do controversial videos instead of sticking to the doctrine. You know, Esau created this system. It's really Babylon. It's confusion, man.
I
You
got
know?
one real quick. This
Sure.
is John 10:10. It says, the thief cometh not but to steal and to kill and to destroy.
And he's definitely a thief. He stole this country. All right, he stole our identity. Okay, he stole food. All right, he stole ideas. He stole patents. All right, ultimately to do what? To destroy people with it, man. Okay. He stole nuclear capability. He stole people, then charged them for running away and said they stole themselves.
He created a patent so he could take your patent.
Yeah. You know, Jack Daniels, you know, certain things with the internet, all kind of patents Esau done took, man. You know?
God, it says, I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly.
Yeah, YAHAWASHI is, as the brother said, is life. Okay? And we would have it more abundantly. Jake, ultimately, every human being on this planet Earth, for the most part, is looking for peace, man. Unless you've been traumatized by life. But for the most part, people just want to have it their way and live an easy life. But Esau's created a system to confuse you on what peace really is. All right? Your body knows what peace is. Your body knows what love is. But they'll tell women that love is when somebody's giving you everything, not for a man providing. All right? They'll tell you that, tell men that love is sex and not a woman being a housewife. Okay? You know, a woman wearing go-go shorts walking through Walmart, and because she doing everything sexually you want her to do, then she's a good woman, and she's a horrible mother, man. You know? It's constant, like, they flip shit, man. Surely a turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as a potter's plate. And the thing is, it's just the same as the serpent in the garden. That offer was a tantalizing offer. As the Hamites say, tantalizing. It was a tantalizing offer to woo the woman. Surely you should not die, you know, type of concept. So they'll do the same thing. That's what they're going to do with this MOTB, all right? Surely we're not going to try to control you, but surely you're going to have more freedom. You do this, you do that, you do this.
Yeah.
People are going to flock and take it, man. Ultimately, people are, like Esau truly don't know how far it'll go for you to be doing that to human beings. You know, hypothetically, chipping people getting cancer on, falling off. You know, you got to blot out the sun because of the rays from the sun is interfering with your 5G. All kind of weird shit can happen.
Just unnatural as fuck.
Yeah, just unnatural. Then you dig it, and this is Esau. He'll sit here and CO2 factories. Oh shit, CO2 emissions. We need to stop having people. No, nigga, you need to stop. You know, like stop doing the shit you're doing.
We need to stop having you people.
Yeah. Stop making cars. Stop making these. Stop this mass production of shit. Everybody don't need this shit. You're so greedy that you're overproducing shit, and you gotta trick the people into consuming more than what they need so you can keep it. That's fucking greedy, man.
And it's overproducing the wrong shit. You
Yeah.
don't need a new iPhone every year. You
Yeah.
keep coming out with the same Jordans and plastic and all this shit that's detrimental to the environment, it's destroying ecosystems. All right, that's why in Revelations it says that the Lord will destroy him that destroyeth the earth. He's an unfit ruler. He's not even a ruler. He's a peasant. He's a slave. He was a natural born slave.
Well, that's what the scriptures say. Woe unto the land when thy king is a child. Now, when you go into that child, it's talking about a servant, man. You know, so this servant has been in rulership, man, which is what knocked everything off its course.
Yep.
It says in Proverbs, there's a precept where it says that it's not seemly for a servant to have rule over princes, man.
Yep.
And also in Proverbs, the 30th chapter, it talks about how it's 3 things that the earth is disquieted, and for 4 the earth cannot bear. And it goes into a servant ruling in place of a king. You know, it goes into a fool that's filled with meat. That's Esau. We got everything at his disposal, man. So that's it. That shows you that these different things that the earth is disquieted and the 4 it cannot bear. That's what's taking place, and this is what got everything out of course, man.
Of course, yeah.
And it talked about the princes when they eat in the morning. I'm roughly paraphrasing, but that's the greediness of the rulers. And as Sirach the 10th chapter says, as the ruler is, so are the people in the city.
I got that.
So Esau has turned all these people into a black hole, man. There's a precept in Sirach where it says the envious man is not satisfied with his portion. See, Esau is as hell and can't be satisfied, and that's what he pushed on the people. To always want more and more and more. But you got it, bro.
There's no way that a king could be one way and a people could be another.
Right.
It's impossible. Because what he is, he creates the culture, and the people have to live in it. Is either going to be pissed off and revolting, or you're just going to be living. That means you're going along with it. That's why we're doing what we're doing. We're revolting. We've come out of her, okay? Because we realized through the spirit of YAHAWASHI that this place is polluted, man. All right? He opened our eyes, so we walking around, much knowledge increase of bitterness, man. Irritated at half the shit that people are oblivious to.
That's the filthy conversation every week.
Yep. But you go ahead, bro.
This is Ecclesiasticus 10 and 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
Yeah, so that's why we see a whole society of people who's not satisfied, man.
Yeah.
Who can't be satisfied,
Yeah.
you know?
It says when the vilest man is exalted,
The wicked walk on every
wicked
side.
walk on every side, man. So this devil, in Isaiah it says, children are the leaders of my people cause them to err. Children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. In the NLT, it'll say that childish rulers, all right, pretty much rule over them and cause them to go astray. Childish rulers. And the brother was going into it in that Ecclesiastes, man. This devil, he's a fucking child, man. He's a red child, all right? A red fucking bastard stepchild, all right? It just caused a habit Sid from Toy Story. He take a damn baby doll and put it on the spider legs. Oh, let's just send this nigga buzz, put a rocket on this nigga, man. All right, shoot this nigga up in the sky, just experimenting on shit, fucking everything, changing the natural. Why you put a baby doll on a spider? But this nigga's actually ruling, doing that. He's
really
splicing
doing that.
genes and cloning and
There's
doing all this weird
an
shit.
old picture, man, from this German scientist. It had to be like in the 50s or 60s. It's just a black and white photo of 2 dogs sold together, man. Like this dude really he do shit just to experiment.
Yeah.
And then it said how the dogs lived together for like 3 days and then they died or some shit,
Fucking
man.
torture.
But this dude, he diabolical, man.
sciences, man.
And this what the fuck he thinks about, man.
Dr. Evil.
You know?
Yeah, imagine going to Chicago, man. You can see on the, you know what I'm saying, right as you drive, you see an apple tree, a cherry tree, you know what I'm saying, but they ain't about life, you know what I'm saying?
It used to be like that. But
Yeah, that's what I'm
the
saying.
soil and the ecosystem all fucked up. You know, but yeah, the earth language, man.
Yeah, it's a sick ass movie, man. I watched years ago, man, and I wish I didn't see it. But it's called Centipede.
Yeah.
It's a sick ass movie, man. But it shows you the mentality of Esau and how he thinks of shit like that, man. You know, this dude is diabolical, and if you don't think he's really doing that shit in real life, then your ass been deceived already, man. This nigga trying to alter DNA and shit, man.
They're willingly ignorant of the wiles of the devil, man. Because they don't want to believe Skittles, will mess you up, man. You know, they don't want to believe that being independent and just go and get your education and get in your bag will destroy your family. People don't want to believe that because they'd rather just be fixated on the benefits of the wiles of the devil. And it never works out. And that's how the devil works. He transforms himself into an angel of light. You know, just like in the movies, they'll give you a deal, but it's never the deal that you wanted. You know, I want to be rich above my means, and then it's like, you know, some type of plot twist to it. Okay, that's how Satan's deals work, man. And lazy and undisciplined people fall for it all the time, man. Greedy people, people that are ultimately carnal. Okay, you're supposed to resist the devil and he will flee from you. Resist your flesh. All right, but you know, I don't want to digress too much. I'll go ahead, bro.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, starting back in verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High.
Yeah, so ultimately that began in the time of Rome, okay? That falling away happened in was that 70 AD, okay? When
Siege of Jerusalem.
yeah, siege of Jerusalem, dealing with Vespasian, Titus, and all that, you know, and they had an Israelite general. Okay, ultimately that's the person who actually took down the temple. Okay, he was the one that gave up the ideas and orchestrated. He was a whole Israelite that was a general, man, proving that there was Gentiles, Israelites that were so-called Gentiles, man.
Tiberius, Julius Alexander, Alexandrian Jew.
Yep.
Showing you that Cornelius was an Israelite that was of the Italian band.
Yep.
Just like now you have Israelites, so-called blacks and Hispanics, that's a part of the U.S. Army. It's that simple.
Yeah, you're gonna have Israelites coming in NATO helmets, beating the shit out of you, man.
Yep.
Why would they beat the hell out of you? You're an Israelite. Stop thinking this is a fucking Netflix movie.
Fucking Disney Channel.
These niggas is all for themselves. They're trying to live and take care of their family. Just like you don't give a fuck about this truth and you trying to take care of you and yours, that's how these niggas gonna be when they come over here. I'm black just like you. I don't give a fuck. I gotta kill you in order to keep taking care of my family so I don't end up like you. Just like you selling out. Alright? Ultimately, everybody, what it says in Isaiah the 30th chapter is let's get that, it's a breach that's ready to fall. Okay? But while you brother get that going back to, you know, the what you can't read that again? The word. The falling away first. You know, and that man of sin being revealed in the time of Rome, there was a lot of, you know, it manifested a lot of petitions, a lot of gods, a lot of things, but it manifested the evils of Esau. And when it manifested, it just steamrolled. That's it. Once they came out, it was really through Greece, but when Rome is where they settled. You know what I'm saying? Rome, that's when the foundation, the cradle of Esau's civilization started, so-called in Greece. Right? And then when they got Rome, it was just like, all right, we have to peak. All right? And then when it declined, they already had all their ideas structured and functioned and all that. Then you go through the Byzantine Empire and all that. Then they came through the Reconquista and the Renaissance and all that. You know, and they came through with their refurbished ideas. Okay?
Yeah, it says in First Maccabees, it says when the Grecians came into rulership, evils was multiplied in the earth. So how much more now? They had all that time to rule as the Grecians, all that time to rule as the Romans. Them niggas went down and came back. So their pride is at an all-time high. Their wickedness, their evil has reached to the heavens. Now, the Lord, there's no way they got 1,000 more years. There's no way they got 100 more years. I don't believe they got 10 more years, 5 more years.
No
We're
way.
at the bitter end of this place. The Lord is cutting the day short. It says in Sirach 36, make the time short. The Lord
There's
is making
nuclear
it.
missiles. What? We don't need an extra 1,000 years for what? There's nothing else prophetically that needs to be brought forth outside of the MOTB.
Right.
That's it.
See, everything is on the forefront. Everything is out in the open. The
Yeah.
MOTB's in the open. The ICBM's in the open.
War.
World War III is in the open. Like everything. It's not going.
It's gonna take 1,000 years. That's two
Stir
niggas
that up.
chest to chest. And you talking about they give them about 5 more hours, they're gonna fight. No, man.
I mean, we gotta
They're
come
about
back
to
to
fight
life.
anytime soon, man.
Next 15 seconds.
I gotta come back a few times.
I got that piece. So Isaiah chapter 30, verse 12. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise his word and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay their ruin.
This talking to our people. We ain't talking about Esau, because Esau is a perverseness. Okay?
Therefore this iniquity shall be to you. It says, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall.
And this is another thing I wanted to say is that the falling away, you got to think about these kingdoms, these neighboring kingdoms. The kingdom that's on top has the most amount of influence. You know what I'm saying? And that made me think about I forget who it was. I forget it was Zedekiah. One of the kings, pretty much, when Necho came and Nebuchadnezzar went over to Egypt and took down Necho, and he left. Israel eventually made another league with Egypt. Why? Because even though Babylon was doing their thing, Egypt still had an influence on them because of their power. Rome had an influence on neighboring countries because of their power. It tells you in First Maccabees, since we have departed, our life has been much sorrow, so let's make a covenant with the heathen. Okay? So what you think? America has influence. Okay? The power, the rich, the army, all right? The lifestyle. See these Japanese doing all that shit, ham on Instagram. Should never gave him a phone, man. You know, he in the dirt with it, you know. But Esau's influence caused the falling away. Ultimately, was us leaving into the wilderness. But then that falling away became spiritual as well. You know, Jake fell away through the ideas and doctrines of Esau, man. Okay.
Because they come with freedom. You don't have there's no boundaries with it. You know, you can do what you want with Esau.
Yeah, well, you could do what you. Yeah, you could do all kind of wickedness. You can't have multiple wives and have a marriage certificate. You can't stone a mole to death.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's life.
Yeah.
That's life. Stoning a mole is life for the nation. That's good. That's good for the having multiple women. That's more life. That's more children. That's more reproduce. That's more multiply. He's against life. He don't want you. He'll okay you being a fruitcake, a damn bati boy. That's okay. You can go be with a man. You can do all that. That's cool. But you can't have more than one woman. We're not having that. That's how this nigga acts, man. All right. That's what this nigga. That's how his mentality. Like, nah, we not having that. That's outlawed. All right, multiple women, no, but yeah, you can definitely lay with another dude. That's fine. Matter of fact, let's give these niggas more rights. Let's push it on all the, let's push it on the children. All right, let's push it in all the. It's on Disney Channel, a damn child show. Modern Family is two men. They adopted a child or little boy, man. They end up breaking off with the little boy. All right, this is this nigga's society, so the end has to come. This nigga talking about taking 1,000 more years. We don't know if the Messiah is gonna come in our lifetime. You don't know. We know.
What about the children and shit? I just did a lesson on that. Like, they had an old commercial of a kid catching measles. And I was like, yeah, he caught measles. Yeah, tell him to stay home and get a comic book and just walk it off. And they just laughing and joking about measles. Fast forward, Kamala Harris is talking like, oh, this is it's like the bubonic plague, man. We need to stop. They all need to get shots. Meanwhile, they putting all kind of extra shit, like the brother was saying with the DNA,
Yeah.
That Jabberwocky got reptile proteins in it, got AIDS in it,
Crab blood.
Nanoparticles. Who has putting
Potion.
synthetic gumbo into your veins, man? You know?
And when you look at the witches, they got them damn ish nose. You know, when you on the cartoons, they got that damn ish nose, that J-double-O nose, and they're just stirring up. They're just throwing shit in. That's all. That concoction that they injected into all these people's arms, that was just a bunch of shit thrown together to set you up for they call it what? The JAB, right? The jab set up everything else.
Yeah.
I set up the rest of the off. That shit set up. These people don't know it, but what happened in 2020 was a setup, man. And you niggas is about to get caught with that right.
The foundational setup of making your ass a cyborg, man. That was a foundational setup.
Yep.
And it wasn't by chance. Okay? How the hell they come out with all these QR machines just out the blue? First, you got to come up with the idea. You got to prove it. The amount, if you want to open a fucking restaurant,
Right.
The amount of time it takes you to get approved for half that shit and get it and do all it takes you months.
Yep.
They just shot it out. I'm talking about new technology.
Yep.
You know, it already was there. They just needed a reason to mass produce it.
Yep.
Okay, and that's sometimes what they do as well, because again, they want to mass produce things. They don't want to just make, oh, this store wanted, I'm gonna sell it to you like a Shark Tank or some shit. No, they want to mass produce fucking Nikes. They want to mass produce bacon. They want to mass produce chicken. Okay?
Waster.
So they need you in order. Why do they want to mass produce it? So they can make a mass amount of money. How they create people to be mass consumers through oppression, man. Oppression. That's why they call it like comfort eating.
Yep, comfort.
You know, that's what happens when you break a horse. He becomes a consumer. That means you tell him where to go. You tell him what to eat.
You control it.
You control him. And the oppression breaks people. That's why slavery, that's why they did it in slavery. They got to, you know, when you, what's that book? Damn. I know what I'm talking about, the slave book.
The Willie Lynch letter?
Yeah, the Willie Lynch letter, man. You know, they'll tell you how to, pretty much how you break. You got to do this to them and do that to them. They were oppressing them until they broke them spiritually, till they relied on Esau for everything.
Yep, yep.
All right? And that's what he's doing to us now. He's oppressing us from all sides.
Yep.
Financially, emotionally, mentally. Okay? You just constantly thinking about bills. It ain't just them like directly hitting you with a lawsuit. It's like every day you gotta think about paying a fucking bill. That's oppressive. Okay? You can't sit down and enjoy your family, your woman bugging out. That's oppressive. Your car fucks up because it's parts are meant to break. Now shit breaks and now you're not financially able to maintain it. That's oppressive.
Subject to payments.
You know? Yeah. Watching everybody do their thing, going crazy. That's my old body right there. Crazy. But watching everybody on Instagram living their best life, that's oppressive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They flexing too.
And flexing on you, showing you, and then telling you can do it. You know what I'm saying? So now you all bugged out instead of just enjoying what you have. Give us this day our daily bread. You know? Esau created that, so now, in order to get that, oh, you want this lifestyle? You tired of life you're living? Then come to school, get programmed. You know what I'm saying? Get the certificate, and you might get one of these jobs. When really, you just got to steal or kill or destroy somebody to get that. You know, because it's all about capitalism. It ain't about the best product. McDonald's wouldn't be the fucking best burger chain if it was all about the best product. You know? That shit's all about power and propaganda and all that shit, man. Esau created this fake place of, working hard to become great and shit.
American dream.
The American dream. Yeah. I forgot it because it ain't real.
It's not a dream.
It's not real. You pretty much, they want you at work. You know if you work more hours, you get more money, but I need time to spend it, nigga. If I'm always in here, how the fuck am I spend the money? Right. You know?
Well, the more money you make, the more money they take.
The more money they take. It's all oppression. It's consistent oppression. You know? And then you got to go to them. Let's get that scripture. You got to go to your enemy for one of all things. So now you got to go to him for hope. You got to go to him for your God. That's how he wanted to be set up. Okay? Like Jesus. All right?
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 in verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyfulness.
That's the main key that Jake need to understand, because you didn't serve the Lord thy power.
With joyfulness.
With joyfulness.
Smile.
Okay?
That's a key thing, man, because we're supposed to be rejoicing in what the Lord has done for us, man.
Yep.
It's a good thing to eat fruit over fucking Snickers or hot fries. You shouldn't, it says, his laws are not grievous, man.
Or like we was going into last night, to have a structure, man. You know? See, this world is about what's the word? Outlawedness, man.
Yeah.
If that's a word. Lawlessness.
Lawlessness.
You know? Here it is. He established boundaries, you know, but when it comes to actual moral boundary, you know.
There's no moral standard.
Yeah, there's no moral standard here, man.
Yeah, but at the same time, he does that to us. Because when you go to one of his balls, his little fancy Jane, you gotta fucking sit up a certain way, you gotta hold the glass a certain way, you gotta deal with fucking forks and shit a certain way. He formal as hell. You know? It ain't like, it's like he don't like truly know any better. He's just willing to fuck with everything. You know what I'm saying? But he knows how to just like with oh, you can just marry who you want and do it. They keep that shit in the family like a motherfucker up there, man. Okay? The motherfuckers know better to an extent, but they're so wicked that they don't have any boundaries, so they'll go there and fuck with that shit. Alright? And then come back and do it and live their life. Just like these when I was in Louisiana, I see it a lot, man. A lot of Edomites, man. They used to go and be a fucking nomad for like 3 to 4 years. You know, living with a backpack and shit. Young boys used to go out there and try to give them food. Taking the world bugged out. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Start talking to the nigga. This nigga rich. He just want to fucking do that shit. And then when he don't feel like it no more, he go back. That's what Esau do at the top. He'll slide through the ghetto, get a hood rat, kill that bitch, and then harvest her body and then do what he want. You know? He'll snort coke, fentanyl, he'll do all that shit. And then he'll go back to doing what he do. If he fall in love with it, he'll over with himself. But they fuck around. They say, oh, this shit really control your mind. Let's put it in the food. You know? That's these are fucking demons, man. Very destructive, weaponizes everything.
It says, because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyfulness.
What is serving the Lord? Following the scriptures, keeping his will, keeping the commandments to your best abilities. Okay?
And with gladness of heart.
And with gladness of heart. You ain't stressed out because you got to keep the Sabbath. All right? You ain't stressed out because you can't eat no pork or no lobster and all that. All right? You see somebody else woman and you stressed out because you can't get on her. You know?
For the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Because the Lord expects to be, he's a power that expects to be served.
Yep, in fear.
That's the thing, and it takes action to serve something. To serve someone.
And it's for our benefit.
Yeah, it's for our benefit. It's like what you're supposed to do. It's supposed to be like washing your ass. You know what I'm saying?
That last part just said for the abundance of all things, man. You know, so being obedient to the Lord is for our benefit, man. Like the scripture says, you have not forsaken me, but your own selves, saith the Lord, man. So these people that refuse to return, they're only forsaking themselves. Like you doing any hurt to the Lord. You know?
Like a little kid, eat your veggies. No, I don't want to eat no veggies. All right, fuck it. You eating that fucking candy. Man, it's dizzy, got a headache.
Teeth falling out.
Teeth falling out.
Now your ass 6 years old and you 300 pounds.
Silver teeth.
Yeah. Can't run fast and shit. All the kids leaving you. All the cold bitches don't want you.
Right.
You know. Now you like, damn, man.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You didn't want to listen, but now you got with the consequences that come with that. Now you feeling some type of way. But you don't get to do whatever the hell you want to do.
And now you join the fat people club. You start hating on niggas. You know, there's a place that you gonna start serving the fat nigga energy. Because that's a place you in. You know, and that's how it is in the world. That sin is the sugar. It's the you know, all the bad shit that seemed good right out the gate.
Right.
You know, wickedness is opposite to wisdom. It's very sweet in the beginning, like wisdom, but it's destructive at the end.
Yeah.
You know, wisdom is like a purification. You know, it's sweet, but it'll get you bitter, and then it'll heal you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Refining influence.
Yeah.
It says, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
And in want of all things. You want to get real money, you got to go to him for education. The logic of it is stupid as fuck. If my child, it's just like I'm glad you can't put a degree on, like, what makes it so obvious, you can't put a degree on boxing, right? When you got like Teofimo Lopez, the Mayweathers, and they fathers raised them up, those are the best boxers. The ones that are raised by their parents to box. You know what I'm saying? And their parents used to box, and some of them weren't even that good, but they raised them straight into it, so they mastered that craft. You didn't need no certificate from Esau to be that good at that skill set. Yeah, that's the point. All of them, these motherfuckers, Triple G, not Triple G, but Lomachenko, you know, your boy in the UFC, boy name, Russian.
Margaret Meadow.
Yeah, Khabib. You know what I'm saying? You see that high level. The point is that you got to go to Esau. He'll tell you, in order to be great at this thing, you got to come to me. And what happened was, your family may be carpenters, and your ass want to be an actor on some dumb shit, and so he gives you an avenue, man. You know what I'm saying? And that time, you are what your family is, man. You know? If your family is sheep's herdsmen, it's only logic, because you'll have to start over life-wise to produce a new skill set. You know? But Esau created the system of education. He created grocery stores. Okay? You got to go to him for apples, oranges, and all that. There was a point where when you had your own land, you grew your own food and buy your own sweat. That was your produce. Okay? And it came through all this fucking mass production, man.
Yeah, he created options. And now you want this, with this, with this, with this, be this. You can be whatever you want, be this. And now you done chose this fucking route to go, and then you go there, you switch, you got the majors and the minors. It's all bullshit, man.
Yeah,
you know?
It's an endless rat hole of fucking pleasures that are not good for you. All right?
It's really an illusion of options, man.
There you go.
Because really they minimize what you're, what we're supposed to, like the brother said, growing our own food. That's not even really an option in this society. You in a fucking apartment, man. You ain't really got no land. It's concrete every goddamn where, man. So he really minimized the options, but he gives you this illusion that you can be all you want to be, and he puts you in this school, and he doesn't even really have any avenues for you to grow in these different, so-called options that he's presenting onto you. And you could be anything except who we really are, which is the Israelites. And that's why this truth is being demonized, man.
You put a glass dome on that shit,
Yep.
man. You can see what they doing up there, make you feel like you can get up there, but it's a glass dome up there. Once you get there, it's like, damn, this is it for me.
Right.
You know? That shit, ain't nothing more depressing than that. Get to your job and they're like, yeah, this is your position. You ain't gonna get no raise, no nothing. This is you for the rest of your life.
Yep. Sad.
You're gonna be like, what the fuck? There's no growth, no nothing. And the job suck ass. You know?
Wow.
Walking in Babylon sucks ass, but there's a greater hope. Esau, the Lord didn't give us no glass dome, man. Okay? And our people to go and chase Esau.
It says, just finish on this. It says, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Yeah, Esau. So once you go to him for the one of all things, now he start putting boundaries on you and shit. Okay? You're a doctor and you are opposed to the Jabberwocky. And if you don't administer it to somebody, you can lose your license. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I done took all the tests, performed all this shit. I did open heart surgery, and you take my license, now I can't do it no more. Like, no, I could still, give me a scalpel and I'll do it right now. But nah, that's the system they created.
Yeah, your definition. The devil want everybody on a leash, man. Whether it's a short leash, a long leash. He wants you on a leash, man, where he can control you and tell you how far you can go, and that's it.
And ultimately, the ultimate leash he's getting to is the MOTB.
Yeah.
You know? Because just having us on camera ain't good enough. There's cameras, there's blind spots. That nigga want to see our respiratory system, our thinking.
Yeah.
Track the subdermal.
You know?
That MOTB is the dog collar.
Yep.
You know, where you hit that button and it shock their ass, man. You know, or they got that invisible fence where if they go too far out, it'll zap them, man. That's what that MOTB is, man.
Your ass gonna be in that car driving, and then that motherfucker, your car tell you, you've gone too far. You've gone out your district. You've gone out your district. It ain't the car tracking, it's that chip that'll be inside you niggas, man.
Yeah, it's a sad fucking life. Even we talk about it, man. When we go to the city, you know, Chicago, we ride down Navy Pier and we'll see these millionaires with their yachts and they sitting out on the lake. And it's like, bro, you can only go so far, man. Or down in Miami, down in Florida, these millionaires, they got these big mega yachts, man, and your ass can only sail so far.
Yeah.
You can't hop on your shit and be like, you know what, man, I'm finna sail my ass to Italy, man.
Well, a private jet, you know what I'm saying? You get your own private jet, you can only go where they allow you to.
Yeah. You know, got what they call that, no-fly zones. You know, so we coming into a place, man. You ain't gonna be told about how far you can travel, when and where.
No boundaries.
You know.
I'm gonna ask you where you going.
If you got the means, yeah, like King Solomon, he didn't have to ask nobody. He had the means to build the ships. He had the men to send over there, and that's what it was, man.
What's stopping them?
You know?
Like who the hell you talk to just to send a rocket out of space? You know, Elon Musk is sending them hoes. You know, so that shows that level of power. That's where the freedom is.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's why we got to get up into power. Y'all think that Esau's gonna let y'all in? He is not. He's gonna give you a glass dome. Okay, Nate, you just gonna be the boule version. You know, they ain't gonna let you in the Illuminati. They gonna put your ass in a boule. You know, y'all got perks, but it ain't ours, man. You don't got full access, unlimited subscription. Okay, you got to act and do a certain way. And then, you know, that's a different subject. But Esau is just wicked as hell, man. And like the brother said, that very good analogy of he just want to put that dog, have a leash on everybody.
Yeah.
You know, he's trying to follow people with the carbon footprint. You know,
Yeah.
he's pretty much trying to scientifically justify why he needs to put a leash on people.
Yeah.
Through saying that the carbon emission is too much. Well, stop making cars, nigga. Easy. It's
Saying the
very-
cows is farting too much.
Yeah,
and shit.
like cows has always been there, nigga. Like
Yeah.
wars and shit. Cars just got here,
Right.
you know? Factories and shit.
Right, factories, man.
Let's eliminate the most recent things that came and see if it cleans things up.
Yeah.
Not the things that the Lord created or that's been around for thousands of years. It's the shit you created.
Yeah, that's
That's
him.
what need to be eliminated is Esau.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, he got groceries in one hand, a knife in the other, and he see a bazooka. He like, yeah, fuck these groceries. I got a bazooka and a knife. I can go kill somebody and take their groceries.
I can make somebody go get me groceries.
That's how he thinks, man.
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
You know, he chooses violence. He's a man of violence. The devil came not to do nothing but what? Still kill and destroy. You know? The way of YAHAWASHI is peace. All right? And our people have been captivated through Babylon to not want peace anymore. Their peace is being ratchet.
Well, it's Wisdom of Solomon. It talks about so great plagues called they peace. They were living under tyranny. You know, when you read, I believe that's Wisdom of Solomon, the 4th chapter. It talks about a king living, oppressing his people under tyranny, you know, through idolatry. And it says that those people got so accustomed to it, man, they called those things peace. So it's the same thing here in this society, man. You know, in 2020, look at how they was trying to get back to be normal. You know, they were talking about, man, hope, get back to normal. Like, what is normal, man? Seeing a 6'5", you know, nigga in a tutu walking down the street, that's normal, man. You know, you go to the bar and a nigga with long hair sitting at the bar, but you see him from the back view, you think it's a woman. That's what's normal, man. No, this shit ain't normal, man.
Women talking to you stupid and shit. You know? Motherfuckers had to be in their house and be normal, and it drove them crazy. You know?
They had to be with their kids.
Yeah, they had to actually interact with human beings on a regular, and it fucked them up, man. You know?
Can't send the kids to school, niggas remote today.
Man, hey, you had nigga women more mad because their kids couldn't go to school, man.
Come get these kids.
These badass kids. You trying to send your badass kids to school.
Somebody
you
else.
Can't, you
It's
can't
free
even
daycare.
Right.
It's a free daycare for your ass. Then they going and learning nothing. And then they come home.
Well, they learning how to be more of a
Well,
degenerate.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
That was it on that Deuteronomy, though.
That's all. That's it for me. I just want to expound on that point.
Yes, it's just like when you think of that leash analogy, especially with the electric collar, you don't need a physical fence.
Yeah.
So it's like you see, you got this yard, and you can look past the yard, and in your mind, you can think you can achieve all of that, but as soon as you go far enough, you start feeling like, no, you have boundaries, man. And that's what American citizens, they're all starting to realize. That's why they're on TikTok complaining about the the so-called way of life in this society, man. How the cost of living is too high to even manage.
That kind of remind me of the King Kong movie. One of them, he had to fight Godzilla. They had him in that dome. He knew that shit wasn't real. He broke off that tree and threw it up there. You know what I'm saying? And ended end up getting out. It's like shit. Esau wants to put a boundary on every single thing, man. All right. Like the brother was speaking about with the MOTV, he's ready to control everything. All right. I don't like how you talking. I don't like how you looking. I don't like how you dressing. You ain't use your silverware properly. You ain't sitting upright properly. You ain't dressing properly. All right. I'm cutting all your finances off, man. Like going into that video that they were sending about a little cartoon. I don't know if y'all seen it. I forget the title of it, but it was pretty much showing a guy sitting in an apartment all day. They sending his universal base income. Okay, he was very limited on what he could do. This is how Esau wants you. Why you're in a small space in a smart city, he'll be enjoying the rest of the world, man.
He trying to sit up on the throne as the Most High, seeing himself he is the Most High. He got his drones, that's his angels. You know, his computers, that's his angels, his data. You know? Yep. Like his ability to see everything, track you. You know what I'm saying? Consider where you live or die, who is born, right? Who's not born. Alright? And he's ultimately trying to control that, man. And then the last thing he's trying to get access to is your mind. And he's damn near close. You know? Because through that 5G or the 6G, the AI and all this other shit, they can see your thermal scans to see if you're mad, happy, or sad.
Brain waves.
You know, your brain waves. And they talking about what's that when I was talking about that fucking AI system, that computer chip. What? Yeah, the quantum chip. That motherfucker pretty much tell the future. It can diagnose who you is and what you can do and what you're capable of. You know? So it's gonna get to a point that it's gonna be a machine. When you walk through it, it's gonna know, nigga, if you got evil intentions or good intentions, technically, because you was frowning and your temperature was at such and such degrees, your heart rate was like this, and your eyes was locked in on this target, so we knew you was gonna attack this person. You know?
Just imagine you trying to, like, the people that be shooting up the schools and shit, alarm go off based off of how your intentions is mentally, what you been thinking about the night before, what all of that, man.
You up in there stanging his ass, talking about his shoes and shit. Then that motherfucker buzzer go off. That man probably just saw plays for a hot second. He wasn't gonna get nobody. You know? And now you gotta act against your nature. You gotta walk around earth a certain way because Esau's eye on what he wants you to act like is watching you the whole fucking time. And it's gonna go against your nature. Somebody fucking make you sad and you gotta straighten up and hold that shit in because you don't want to go to jail.
And like when that C-19 was out, niggas did not want to cough, bro. Trying to hold it. They didn't want to have to go to the doctor and do all that extra shit.
Nigga looking at you crazy.
I got something though real quick. It's Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
Yeah, and your soul is ultimately your desires, man. But it's not upright in you. The things that you look forward to, when you yawn and you scan the fucking room, somebody's about to be hurt, bro. With Esau, he's the male version of a nigga woman, man.
That's why they
Yep.
bust buds.
Yep, that's why they told so. Hey, what fellowship does the sheep have with a hyena? You know, like Esau and the nigga woman, she embodied his energy. She studied him. You know, and that's how women are. Hey, when they fall in love with a nigga, they kind of become him.
Yeah.
You know, watching his shows, getting into the shit he's into.
One flesh.
That proves our women have made a covenant with Esau, man. Because they act just like him. Selfish as hell, unreasonable. You know, to put something on top of your head and to glue it on and to tear your head up like that.
You gotta rip it off, you know?
Rip it off, peel it off.
Yeah, you gotta peel it off.
Got the nerve to tell you on no fake nigga. You got fake nails, fake hair, fake body parts.
Fake booty cheeks.
Yeah, nigga can't have a spray on lineup. You ain't supposed to have no lineup, but the point is, man, they'll judge you for that, man. And that's Esau. He'll do all kind of he's the biggest drug dealer on planet Earth. And then you'll get a nigga on a corner you know, peddling crack or fentanyl, and it's like, see, this is the problem with you niggers. It's like, bro, you all across the earth, you created, you found fentanyl. All right, you found crack, man. You're the one that ain't no nigga to be putting all that shit on and going in no lab to fuck with no cocaine like that. You know, that was the Edomite shit, man.
They pay off all these doctors to subscribe all these opioids and all that.
Yeah. Well, they don't pay them off, they get an incentive. So, cause it's too much of a paper trail. So they did that with the 2020 Jabberwocky, man. It was incentives for people to get that. And Ham exposed their ass through using them incentives when they try to get them to do the alphabet shit. You know, he said, we don't want your money. You're not about to sit here and tell us we about to stop funding you. We don't care, man. You know? And that shows the wiles of the devil. It's that glass dome. They'll tell you got a chance, but then there's a catch. Okay? You got to serve him.
Verse 5, it says, yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine.
Yeah, that wine and doctrines and philosophies. Esau is our people into all kind of shit too. But Esau got all kind of fucking ideas and theories, man. He came up with Caesar Borgia, bro, like Jesus. You came up with Zeus, all kind of shit, man. Well, Zeus is an attached idea, but you know what I'm saying? They come up with a lot of wicked ideas, man. They refurbish a lot of wicked ideas too. Okay?
He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
Yeah, always in somebody. You're in Ukraine business. You got niggas out here dying this past winter, man. Cold as hell, man.
No shelter.
No shelter.
Housing crisis.
But you giving Ukraine. Hey, Trump got on
Zelensky.
Yeah, well, not the Zelensky. He been going ham. The Zelensky was crazy, but he was talking about the Democratic Party, how they was fucking up all that money, man. He was talking about millions of dollars, $75,000 to send somebody for a drag concert in Brazil and shit. 15,000 to do this, $1 million for condoms in
fucking Africa.
in Africa. You know, like they're all kind of wickedness that they're doing, man. You know, but meanwhile, you got people inside this country and you're redlining schools based off the neighborhood. You will fuck up their neighborhood with crime, lower the value of the house, which lowers the tax value, and those tax dollars go to the school. Now you got low education funding in the school, and then you charge up the books so they're too expensive so that those schools don't get the right education. And it's just this whole fucking system of fucking bullshit, systematic oppression, man. You know? Constant. You can't just, we gotta go to our enemy for one of our things. We gotta eat our bread to fall amongst the Gentiles. And it's irritating to see Jake walking around follow la line and shit, man.
Right.
You know? Looking at your kid like, damn, bro, I gotta fight to not have you a part of the alphabet community. You know? That's not a fight you should have, because they should know who you are. But Esau's gonna program you. Okay?
It says, who enlargeth his desire as hell.
Yeah, he can never be satisfied, man. Right? His desires is death, the grave, evil, torment. Okay?
And is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Yeah, do not Esau have all nations under his control? I don't want to hear that word technically. No, nigga. He every place he went, he had a so-called war or something. He's still stationed there. Okay? He's still up in there. He's still in Korea. Still in Thailand, wherever, Vietnam. All right? Unless that country forcibly ejected him, man. And a lot of those people don't, because they make leagues with Esau. Okay? Yup.
Yeah, I mean, that's an occupation. Why is there no Chinese bases in America? Why is there no Russian bases in America? But there's American bases everywhere else. That's an occupation of that country.
Yep. They ain't got no China embassies. I don't know if they do or not, but I've never heard of it. You know, Chinese embassy. They got U.S. embassies damn near in every country, man. You watch some movies and motherfuckers driving, niggas chasing them. They just hop over to the embassy and they safe and shit. You know, because why? Esau is, he's in every nation, man.
Everybody's backyard, everybody's basement. You know what I'm saying?
And why? Why ultimately? Because of the fatness of the earth. Okay? He wants all the resources. All right? He wants y'all. He wants Thai niggas to wear Nikes. Take them fucking flip-flops off. Take them shin guards off and get these fucking Nikes, put these Nikes on. And get a basketball. You know what I'm saying? Because I got this fucking new land over here that's selling hella rubber, and I need to get this rubber off. You know? That's pretty much what it is in a handbag. Alright? Creating fucking false wars and things to go in there and topple countries and shit. You know?
To extract resources to take. He says there's two things that can't be satisfied. One of them being that horse leech, and that say take, or give. And that's all this devil does. He just keep on taking till there's nothing. His desire is as hell. It says the grave is never gonna say that's the reach capacity.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody dying no more. There's too many dead niggas in no.
I think I'm wilding out. I ain't got too many dead niggas today.
Right.
Like, no, the grave ain't gonna say that. You know?
And that's this devil. He'll never stop. And this nigga talking about another 1,000 years. No, he's not. Bro, look how he's moving right now. Right now, he's talking about AI taking over. The nigga Elon said it's dangerous, but we just need to, you know, as long as you got me in charge, it's still dangerous, but we're gonna see what happens. Pretty much that we finna see what happens.
Yeah. They're taking big slabs of tuna. Tuna's brown as fucking dirt. They're injecting it, you know, with fucking red dye, soaking it in red dye. They're wrapping it in a bag of carbon monoxide so it can not smell, stink, or taste rotten. You know?
It's fucked up.
And you telling me we got 1,000 years and they got to do this to fucking food? You know? Hell no, we ain't got no 1,000 years, man. As greedy as Esau is, he can make GMO salmon like a motherfucker, and you're sitting there trying to sell old food and shit. That's why Jake be, a lot of plagues, you know, Jake getting the gut, you know what I'm saying, bowels going up, man, because Esau's injecting all this, even the natural produce he's injecting now, and it's fucked up.
It's crazy.
And I stopped eating red meat a lot, and so I go to, you know, I'm trying to get me some salmon. I went to every store, man. It's like all of them have the red dye in it, man. You know, it's gonna be very rare. You gotta go get some wild caught salmon, man.
You gotta catch it.
You know, they dumping that red dye in it, and then sit there and tell you that red dye causes, you know, ADHD and all that cancer.
Yeah.
Because it makes it look fresh. And Esau wants you to make you feel like that's that glass dome. You get fresh food. You get old ass regular food. You're in a third world country, but it's that Korea shit on the interview when a nigga had the wall, the grocery stores, and like it had hella grocery shit in it. That's Babylon, man. We created thousands of jobs. You know?
And a lot of these other countries, they outlaw the food that they freely give to us. It's outlawed in these other countries, man.
They make certain cereals in America that they do separate ingredients, feed it to the Americans with all the chemicals and toxins, and give Canada the good version. But y'all vote for change, for a better life.
For a better life. Because they told you what was great and then made y'all go vote for it. That's crazy. They tell you fucking red dye and your meat is great. Vote for it. Now vote for better meat. You know? Sitting there programming your kids. Now vote for a better school system and shit. To fuck them up more. You know?
It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 24. It says, nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world. And they that
word envy.
Is the word envy on the online etymology dictionary. It says envy, jealousy, rivalry. having hatred or ill will.
Yeah, and that's Esau ultimately is a jealous, evil person, bro. Like you could tell when even on a low level, because the low level interactions kind of give you a glimpse into their window. Jacob be selling drugs and some shit, he got a beamer and shit, Esau gonna pull you over. You know? Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll do you that because they're jealous. Alright? Esau himself was like that. When he lost that birthright, right? Which is a natural thing you should get mad at, right? But when he seen Jacob, when he was alright, it was all gravy.
Well, he sold it in the first place.
Yeah, he
So
sold
that just sold you the piece of shit that he is, man.
Yep.
Because he sold it in originally. Then when it was given to Jacob, now you wanna be mad over something that you gave away.
Which is it's not reasonable at all. You're supposed to chalk that shit up. That's what you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have sold it, but you hold a vendetta against somebody based off of something you allowed. Okay? But then when he seen Esau, Jacob, when he was doing good, it was all good. But then Jacob started establishing himself and started doing his thing. Then you wanted to beef, race him. You know? Yeah,
it's like you find in the attic, man, you got all these old ass basketball cards. And you like, man, I'm just gonna get it to, man, here, you can have them. Then somebody go through it, man, and they find this motherfucking 1985 Michael Jordan rookie card. And then that motherfucker sell for $12 million on the market. Now you got alt with this. No, you gave it away, nigga. Now you mad and all this shit. No, dog. You say, hey, go ahead. Whatever's there, you can have all that.
Now you slandering, undermining, cutting people's legs from underneath them. You know?
And you mad at the whole world. You willing to fuck up the whole world.
Yeah.
Based off what you did to try to get it back.
Well, that's what the brother is reading. Because it says through envy of the devil came death into the world. Well, how did death come into the world? It was through Eve. But now what happened? The serpent enticed her. So that lets us know that the serpent had hatred or ill will toward Adam. So because he had that hatred or that ill will, he went to the woman. And this is what Esau is doing today. So he got this ill will or hatred towards the nation of Israel. So now he's going to Eve all over again in today's society in order to destroy the nation, man.
Yep.
That's this dude, you know?
And just thinking about that, he probably, see how what happened from the Garden of Eden, how it happened, and put him in power for the most part, thinking it's going to happen again to stay in power, but the Lord got a remnant this time. We already failed. So, it had to be a falling away first.
Yeah.
A little quick hit. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and 10, it says, let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. And that's how he established that jealousy. But you can get what you got so we can keep that connected, by what you
I'm gonna just go get envy on the dictionary app. It says a feeling of discontent or covetousness with regard to another's advantages, success, possessions.
That's what it was.
So covetousness is another, synonym for envy.
And that's a concept, because we're peculiar people, so we stuck to be hated on at that point. Our existence and the fact that you spiritually know we twins and we related. That's gonna enrage you, man. That's like you had siblings, your brother getting shit that you're gonna be mad. You know what I'm saying?
He's a failure. He's a fucking failure.
You'll start undermining them and hating on them.
Well, he felt that he, this is, me speaking as a man, as I read Genesis and as I, think and extrapolate, he was already the tree of knowledge of good and evil. When the Lord gave wisdom to Adam, he said, look, you could deal with all the trees, but this tree in the midst of the garden, don't deal with him.
He wouldn't do it.
So the Lord exalted Adam over this dude who already had the wisdom of good and evil, man. Yeah. So he felt like he was supposed to be in a position to rule, but the Lord passed him over and gave it to Adam. Yeah. And it's the same thing that took place with Cain and Abel, which played itself out again with Jacob and Esau. Yep. And how the Lord put by Esau and chose Jacob, man. Yep. How it was all predestined and ordained to be as such, The
Lord will remix a movie just like that. He does it with the Passover a lot, and that's the same thing with the good and evil. That's a heavy knowledge. Good, he had that, but he didn't have, because to only know good is to be innocent, man. You know what I'm saying? You're like a child. You know, like everything you do is like, you know, you don't have no ill will towards it. And that's yeah, man, that's a hard, you can't get to that place, man. You're tainted. That's like a woman with baggage and a virgin, bro. It's two different things. You know what I'm saying? You mad because they're gonna marry a virgin and you got the so-called experience and he don't want to deal with you because you got too much shit with you, man. You know? And that's how we were originally worked. We only knew good, so we were innocent. But now the Lord is going to and he ultimately is going to give us what Esau had, but we're going to have good intentions with it. Because we ultimately going to have the knowledge of good and evil.
Well, we learned it. We got it now.
Yeah, we're learning now.
You know, through this trial and error, man.
Yeah.
And Adam had to learn it first, being our Lord YAHAWASHI. That's why in Hebrews 5, it says, though he were a son, yet he learned obedience through the things which he suffered, man. So all throughout these different generations, you know, as we've been coming back into the flesh, you know, we've been having different learning experiences, man. You know?
And through history, timelines, you know, plagues, wars, you know what I'm saying, incidences. We have all kind of knowledge of fucking evil, you know, all the Esau's inventions gave us all the knowledge of evil we could possibly have. And another point is that the reference to, you know, Adam and Eve and the serpent, and then us, when we got the knowledge of good and evil, we're telling people to repent. He was weaponizing it. You know? He weaponized it.
He warned them of the evil. We're telling you, look, this is evil, don't do it. This nigga's promoting the evil. This is evil, do it.
Yeah, you should do this. Ain't no, you know, pork is good, bro. Like, you ain't gonna die, you eat it.
Protein.
Yeah.
Yes, good cheap protein, man. No, nigga, it's not food, bruh. But he's advertising it, man. He's advertising and promoting wickedness, okay, while we're casting it down. So we're in complete opposition. It says that he opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God. And we're on God's side. We're God's sons. We're the princes of the power. We serve Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. So it's a complete opposition between Jacob and Esau. That same war, like the brother said, he went all the way back to the beginning between the serpent and Adam. They was battling. The serpent was envious, so he was doing everything that he could to try to overthrow and take Adam's position. The same with Cain and Eve.
With the whole garden, like the whole earth, not just Adam.
Yeah.
He had his hatred toward Adam, but because his hatred ran so deep, everything had to get fucked up, man.
What a demon.
And that's what we're seeing today. Because of his hatred towards Jake runs so deep, now he has polluted and destroyed the whole earth, man.
Yep.
You know?
It says in Wisdom of Solomon that Cain went away from wisdom, showing you that the wisdom was presented to him, man. Adam,
He was raised right.
Exactly.
Adam taught him properly.
Yeah.
How would Abel know what to bring if Adam didn't instruct him? You know?
So he went away from that.
Yeah, once again, him just doing whatever the hell he wanted to do. He did the same thing when he came back as Esau.
Yep.
They told him not to go mess with the Hamites.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna go do it anyway.
He went and got two.
Yeah, God.
And it was ugly. Through extrapolation.
He went and got two of the ugly, not the bad ones. He went and got two of the ugliest ones.
I'll show you. Cut me off, I'll cut me off, everything, man. He said, I'll show you.
Finish this Wisdom of Solomon 2:24. I'll read from the top again. It says, nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it.
Right. Envy and covetous is pretty much synonymous, and it says that there's nothing more evil or wicked than a covetous man. Alright? He's not satisfied with his portion. He got the whole world in his hands. Alright, and he's mad at us. Just like Amon and Mordecai. This nigga, Amon, was the second in command in the Persian Empire, and this nigga was worried about Mordecai at the gates.
Yeah, that nigga already had glory. He was already elevated, you know?
He ain't had that respect, though.
And then when Asaharis came and was like, what should I do for the man that I intend to exalt? And in his mind, he like, who the fuck better than me? So he like, look, put your ring on him. You know, let me get the robe. let them ride your donkey through the city, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, old whole ass nigga, man.
Because after that, well, before that happened, he said he was on his way to tell his family that he got invited to the king and queen dinner until he seen Mordecai.
Right.
He was like, I was all good until I seen Mordecai.
Yep.
Like, Mordecai ain't gonna do that, man. He's just a righteous man existing.
He wouldn't bow down to
Yeah.
him. He wouldn't give him the praise like the rest of the people, man.
Because we seen it for who he was, man. They ain't no different from these niggas walking around. You got chains on and this and that. And a nigga see you for what you is. You know? And that's what Esau is. He got all this shit, and we, us as prophets, still calling his ass the devil, man. You know, that's gotta be infuriating. Your ass spend billions of dollars to give niggas phones and shit. Nigga, Israelites come out and you a fucking devil and start telling all your secrets.
That's heavy
You know?
as fuck.
Yeah, after spending billions of dollars to keeping this knowledge away from us. You know, now it's everywhere you turn. You know, and a key point of that precept, man, he says that they that do hold on his side do find it. And that's why it's important to separate the evil from the good, man. That's why the scripture says, man, that no lie is of the truth. You see? Because any lie is taking hold of the devil's side, man. So that's why it's important that we have to have 100% truth. You know, because that's what separates us to keep us opposite from being on that nigga side. You know?
Putting our 100% trust in YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, and never trusting in this devil, because that's what this devil wants you to do, to trust in him. You know, to believe in him and his system.
Or you ain't even gotta believe in him.
Yeah.
Just discredit the scriptures. He don't care if you don't believe in him, just as long as you don't believe in what that book say. So that's how he win regardless. You ain't gotta believe in me, but if I can dissuade you from believing in that, I win anyway.
Because it's from your power. It's ultimately, that's what it is. Because ultimately, it's like the Ark of the Covenant. Once you get us off, I get our spirit off. Because Satan seeketh our soul, he seeketh our desires, man. And you get that part, then you don't gotta do nothing. I don't care what you believe in. I got your desires. You don't want the Lord. You want the world. You know what I'm saying? You don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. You could be a Crip or a Blood. He cool.
Yeah. What they call independent. Nigga, you could be neither. Your ass can be an independent. You know?
Non-denominated.
Yeah.
Non-denominations, you know. You could be a part of that and walk around the earth. As long as you ain't attached to that ark, hypothetically, that power source. You know?
Free to be a Christian, free to be an atheist, be a mode, whatever, but just don't be a believer in that Bible.
So Isaiah chapter 30 verse 1, woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Yeah, so I think that's dealing with Jake when they get into Esau's, the inventions of Esau. Okay, the ideas they want to they trust in it, and then, like it says, lay hold on the side. And one of the things that came to my mind is being yoked. In order to lay hold on somebody's side, you got to walk even with them, man. You know, you got to be right there, and you pretty much yoke. If you yoke with them, you in a covenant with them.
That's hand in hand.
Yeah, you hand in hand with them. You not reacting to them, nigga. You thinking with them. You know.
We know what the scriptures say with the being hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get punished right with his ass. You said you had something?
Yeah, this is Judith.
It looked like electric, right?
Electric challenge.
Yeah.
Fucked over, man. Took all the muscle out that motherfucker.
I was waiting to hear the engine. That motherfucker said, I was like, what the fuck?
Man. This is Judith 5:17, when one of Babylon's generals came and asked about the Israelites, you know, and they was up on a mountain like, hey, who is these people up here that, you know? And then one of the guy came and started telling them about them. I'm just skipping a little bit.
Ran down the history.
Huh?
And it ran down the history.
It ran down the history.
And that lets us know that starting with Esau, you know, and the rest of these heathen, they know our history, man.
Yep.
You know, so they fully understand when we're right back connected with the Lord, that's a problem. You know?
Judith.
Israelite history is the most important history there is for every nation to know. And that's why they kept it from us. That's why in February they put fucking Black History. They put Martin Luther King. They put Big
Rosa
Booty
Parks.
Harriet Tubman. All right, Rosa Parks. They throw all these same people. That's not real. You know, that's not detrimental to what they got going on. Martin Luther King got a day. That's not detrimental. They teach you about that. But knowing that the Israelites, that we're the people that descend from King David, the people that was King Solomon's people, the people that Moses, all right, was set up to deliver out of ancient Egypt. That history is gold, man. And all these rulers, they know about it because they know if they allow these people to realize who they are, to remember who they are, that's their end, like the brother was going into, man.
Yeah, yep.
So they try to keep her, they try to cut Israel off from being a nation, meaning they try to keep that name, all right, our identity hidden from us, man. But we're back. Let's get Vegas. I'm back, baby. All right.
Well, it says that in Revelation's 11th chapter, like they was glorifying and parading about us, the two witnesses, you know, falling and being in that dead estate, sending gifts to each other and all of that. So they all hand in hand with that. So hey, y'all gonna get that judgment, man.
And second Esdras is talking about how they was drunk and beating over our bodies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's second Esdras 16. You know, it said how they would get drunk and use and abuse us, man. You know? So they had a field day with us, man.
Loved it. This is Judith 5:17. It says, and whilst they sinned not before their power, they prospered, because the power that hated iniquity was with them. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs, and the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemy. So, like the brother was saying, he was giving them a rundown in our history, and he's telling them, like, hey, as long as they doing what they supposed to be doing, you can't mess with them. You know, can't touch this. They on MC Hammer time, man. But if they depart from their power, now that's where we get to. Even now where we at in this present day. Let's give them phones. Let's give them OnlyFans. Let's give them pork bundles for cheap. Let's let them know that pork is cheap. Let's make all of these defiled foods that they're not supposed to be eating a delicacy. Now motherfuckers eating calamari and shrimp and lobster and all of that, all on the fucking YouTube, smacking and slapping your fucking lips, eating that shit, man. Dipping your hands all in butter, man. That shit is wicked as hell, man. All right, let's have a rapper speak about adultery and praise and uplift that, man. Let's have their women shaking their ass all over. Hey, better yet, let's give their kids guns and drugs. Why not? Because if you attack the kids, that's another generation that's coming over. Because when you go to Deuteronomy 4, he said, law, statutes, commandments, teach thy sons and thy sons' sons, man. All right, so then they know what's going on.
It says, train up a child in the way that he should go. When he is old, he won't depart from it. That's why Esau starts with the kindergarten, you know, the preschool, then kindergarten, then first grade, you know, so he indoctrinated them young. And this was the purpose of what they call the women's lib, taking a woman out of the house, putting her in a workplace. So now that's an extra tax, you know, and not only that, but now where the children got to go. Now they get sent to this school system, man, you know.
What's that scripture that say you teach your son?
Sirach 30.
Sirach 30?
Grieve the enemy.
He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
Yeah.
And then it's perpetual after that. Look, I taught my son, it said that about Abraham. It said he would teach his sons the covenant, man.
He would teach his children after him.
Teach his children after him. And then Isaac taught Jacob, and then Jacob teaches, you know, and then it just is perpetual. So that's why, like the brother said, these Bati boys, there was a video of the alphabet people, they was talking about, we coming for your kids, man. They're actually literally doing that because they're putting it on the movies. You got these MAPs, maps,
But then they want to get you injected. You know what I'm saying? They could do that on TV. Nobody outrageous. But then they care about the kids so much that you got to inject them with, vaccines.
As soon as they get born.
Yeah.
They in the womb, man. The most dangerous place for a so-called black child is in the womb of a woman. Yeah. She's the main one deleting babies. This bitch is the highest. She's the leader.
And if they ain't been deleted, look at the shit that they gotta deal with, man. Right. These women still drink, they still smoke, then they still eat all manner of abomination and bullshit and madness. So the child really not getting no type of nutrient.
That bitch Christian Rock, man. You know what I'm saying? With her kid, man. That man came out retarded, man. His loose thighs.
Even Cardi B, they
One
said
eye
that she was committing adultery while she had
Right.
old boy's baby in her stomach.
Wow.
So the bitch is committing adultery, mixing another man's seed in the, why there's a whole baby in there. That's just some vile ass shit, but that's the nigga woman.
Yeah.
That's the so-called black woman.
Well, she the Northern
That's what I'm
Kingdom.
about to
She,
say.
so it shows you
Because them Northern Kingdom bitches, man,
they more
just 'cause
secretive.
you bitches got your hair don't mean you too far.
They commit adultery like a motherfucker,
Yeah,
man.
they do. It's bad.
You know?
It's real bad.
It ain't just out there like the nigga woman.
Yeah, they more slick with it. You know, the nigga woman, she's
Got
on
a big
front.
mouth. Just tell you what
Yeah, what
She's a
she's
bad
rapping about. They got Sexy Red to rap about the adultery that she does. There's not too many Northern Kingdom females, and they're just making music about,
Yeah.
at least not that I know of. They're not as famous.
They still got some kind of shamefacedness about evil.
Right.
Nigga woman, it says, I would have found it on a secret search.
Right.
Yeah.
Found the nigga woman. She's out there. He popping pregnant.
Yeah.
Talking about she popping Plan Bs and shit.
Well, you got another Northern Kingdom that's coming from down south. They don't nigga. They execute openly out there. You know, you see different videos of women getting stabbed or cut up or fucked up, man. You know, because they did this on their boyfriend or did that. You know, so when they come to America, man, they try to keep that shit secret, man. Because they see they was raised in a society where
That shit was punished.
that shit you would get your ass fucked up.
Yeah.
You know,
That shit's not punished in this society. It's actually incentivized.
it's promoted.
Yeah, fuck with everybody until you find the right one.
And she could never find the right one because she fucked with everybody. that's the because every time she fucks with somebody, it fucks up her ability to find somebody. So she's just on the cocktail.
Yeah, and then you got these game shows like Pop the Balloon and this other shit. It really shows you that they're incapable of choosing. You know, yeah.
Logic.
Because you have bitches, a lot of bitches will pop the balloon because one bitch pop her balloon first. So it's a herd mentality. Why you pop your balloon? Why? I just didn't feel the vibe. Bitch, get the fuck. You popped it because the next nigga bitch popped it. Then a bitch will say, well, I popped it because of the shoes. I popped it because of his clothes.
His earrings.
You know, and it's superfluous. It's like dumbass reasons of why they popped the balloon, man.
Hey, I seen one of them on there. The nigga fucked the whole line up. They was still talking shit to him, and he was like, "All right, since y'all want to talk shit, I'm about to rate all y'all pussies instead of y'all faces. You an 8, you a 9, you a 6." And you know what I'm saying? And they start popping his collar. I'm like, this is fucking madness, man. See, first off, y'all all y'all got fucked by him, and then y'all popping his balloon like he ain't shit. And then, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's all a fucking image, a game.
Yeah.
It's all Instagram. They trying to live Instagram in real life, trying to show everybody a bad bitch and you a flipper. You know? You're a flipper. You don't, and you can't hide that shit. You can't sit here and say, I want to go to the best restaurant, I want the best dress. Your ass gonna have to eat at that restaurant and sit down in that dress. Your ass gonna sit down like a nigga and eat like a nigga. You ain't gonna have that etiquette. You're gonna stick out like a sore thumb. They gonna send your ass right back where you came from, let you have that funky ass dress, and then go about their business. Got all you women bugged out because they'll pressure with this money and show you the fucking the ceiling. There's a glass dome, all these rich guys out here. And then all you got is a bunch of rich niggas on Instagram, niggas with chains and shit and all this. And you think that it's like 18 niggas per square block radius like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you see them on Instagram endlessly on your road. You know what I mean? Old, thick ass bitches I see on Instagram. But then when I go to Walmart, it's like ratio drops. Nigga. It's like, it's a highlight reel of big booties on there. So you would think there ain't nothing but thick ass hoes out here. And it's not. You think it's nothing but rich niggas out here. And it's not. This is a bunch of regular motherfuckers working. You know? And Eve's stupid. She fell for the trick bag. You keep falling for it, man. That's why let's get there. It says the woman
Before we all die?
She felt the woman was in sin because she fell first, man. These women need to be put in their place. Y'all are stupid,
Right.
man.
You know, that goes back to the boundaries, or that goes back into that structure again, man. Because the scripture says, give not a wicked woman a liberty to gad abroad, man.
Yeah.
You know, so when you go into the ancient world, men kept their daughters in straightly, you know? And that's a problem, like how they demonized T.I. years ago, you know, when he was basically checking on his daughter's virginity, man. Making sure that she remains a wholesome woman. And then he got demonized for that.
No dad should be doing that invasive and some. Pretty much, let us keep this whole energy going.
Yeah.
Let's keep this whole structure.
Yeah.
In order to keep that whole structure, you got to keep the dad out of the business.
Well, you got a brother shared it was a fucking Facebook post or whatever it was, but a bitch posted that nigga Drewski. I don't know if brothers know who that nigga Drewski is, man. But posted the nigga Drewski and him dancing and shit, and she was like, this the type of nigga you let hit on accident because he a vibe. So like, she ain't attracted to this nigga or nothing, you know. Okay.
Okay, how it go?
That's it.
That's just first base. That ain't gonna get you home though, man.
Yeah.
Knowing you,
Just some Israelites.
Well, at least she, you know, it's in the progress.
Yeah, it's a progress.
She said she just found that out, so you know, it's a
Yeah, I ain't
progress.
gonna do it too dirty. I give her a chance.
Yeah.
Just know she.
It's fair.
Hey, because that's what's gonna start to happen, man.
Right.
You know, you gonna have a mass influx of people, man, and they not gonna know nothing. You know, and then they're gonna be coming watching different. All they was doing was watching different YouTube videos and about Hebrews, and you know what I'm saying. So you know, when the MOTV get pushed, man, and a lot of things, you gonna have a lot of people come up asking questions, man. You know, we can't be quick
2020 caused that trigger.
quick to dismiss them. You know, that's like how the brothers before us dealt with us, man. You know, we gonna have to deal with them as tiresome it's going to get, you know, because it's going to be annoying, it's going to be tiresome, but that's going to be a requirement, man, you know.
And we ain't no envy or jealousy. It's like the brother says, like, yeah, man, like, hey, let her have it, because that's not the ultimate goal. We ain't no goalkeepers, but at the same time, we prudent enough to see, like, damn, these motherfuckers, you know, we see that same song and dance, but the door's still open because we out here to gather the elect, man. That's all we're here to do, you know.
Yeah, she next week or the next couple of weeks, boy, she gonna come out here bringing y'all water, choosing, looking at karate like, what's up, man? Young man. Go ahead.
Take all this little mineral resource.
It's 1 Timothy chapter 2, in verse, I'm just straight to the point. I'll start at verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
Yeah, the woman was being deceived. Women are so like, yeah, it's like y'all keep trying to fight for this one moment of leadership. Yeah, I'm right in this one area, so you should let me be a leader. It's like, no, shut the fuck up. I don't give a. That's the thing about leadership. Hey, it don't matter if it's a man's leadership, not the Most High's, but because men fuck up, we make bad decisions. But if I go left and go left the wrong way, bitch, you go left with me, all right? Because we need to be in order. You know what I'm saying?
Be wrong together.
Yeah, at least it cuts the time in half. Because if I think I should go left, you think we should go right. When I go left and find out it's wrong, you go right and find out it's right. We both got to come back and discuss it and then go the other way. When we can just go this way and then come back and go the other way together, we have the experience, you know? But it's women don't know how to follow leadership. They keep trying to fight their way into the leadership position. They're trying to be prophetess. Prophet, it says a prophetess. No, a prophet is a woman that help prophets. Okay? That's what they did. Now women shall prophesy and dream dreams, but you tell prophets what you dream. You know what I'm saying? I got relatives call me all the time. You all had a dream, woo, 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 woo. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it works.
If she a prophetess, go out to the highways and byways and stand on this concrete.
Yeah. Now they want to teach a nigga that's doing it, and they want you to go do it.
In their house. Right,
You know?
and you go do it.
Yeah. Women is wisdom, Now you go out there and teach that, and I'm gonna tell everybody I taught you. I come from my own home. It's just fucking.
All that bitch want to tell you is that you can't have another woman.
Yeah.
That's all she want to say.
That's the main.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you need to get your education from Esau. You know, get a certificate from him and keep one wife.
Yeah.
You know, these hoes don't even like themselves.
They don't. So how could she love you? It says, notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety.
Yeah, women shall be saved in childbearing. They a lot of these women ovaries are scarred from abortions, man. A lot of them, man.
Birth control.
Yeah. Like that like somebody said, like you didn't even take the chance to think, why does birth control stop you from having kids? You never thought about like what's going on. There's no contraption. It's not like you cut something off and you gave me a pill or injected me with something and it stopped me from having kids. You know what I'm saying? And you're just putting that shit inside you. You know?
Gaining weight.
Shit, yeah, I'm about to say shit make you thick as hell. You get all this shit look like a pencil and shit.
Yeah.
You know, hormones all out of whack, man.
She's not even having a cycle, a menstrual no more.
Yeah.
Some of them, birth control, she don't even have a menstrual, and that's a filtration, that's a cleansing process that she hasn't had in years.
And again,
She's
that's
backed up.
Esau's science affecting the natural way of nature, telling you that's the better way. You know, now your hormones out of whack. Now you can't manage your fucking emotional intelligence as y'all like these women like to push. You need to have emotional intelligence. Your ass souped up on fucking menstrual pills, and you don't know where you at emotionally.
Yeah. What's the best way to teach discipline, to teach temperance, or to let a bitch just go out there and use and abuse herself,
Right.
and then just give her a birth control?
Plan B.
No, the best way to do it is that discipline, man. It's that temperance,
Instead of having plan B, plan A should be don't give yourself to just anybody. Don't be laying down with a nigga unless you're his woman and you want to have ready to have kids with him.
That cold turkey is just do it the authentic way. Don't take no more Zipic to lose weight. Nigga, get the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, start walking.
Don't sit out here and take contraceptives. Just don't be fucking. You don't plan on having don't fuck nothing you don't plan on having no baby with. You know?
Then turn around and say niggas ain't shit. You let them hit.
But like that post I was talking about, this is the type of nigga you let hit on accident. How you let it, But that's a woman mentality
That's
though.
the nigga woman, bro.
You let this nigga hit on accident.
That's not
What
premeditative.
the fuck?
You can't do nothing premeditative on accident.
Right. And she's supposed to lead though.
Yeah. And you say that after something happens. Not
Right.
like, like this is what you come up with after you do that shit.
It was on purpose when he was, when he was getting in.
Right.
It was on purpose. All right, but then once you figure out this nigga not gonna he go to jail as soon as the bitch she pregnant, or he not gonna take care of the shorty now. It was on accident.
Yeah, how you let a nigga hit on accident? That's a quagmire, man.
Oopsie, this bitch talking about some oopsie.
At
She
what
got
point?
a whole bunch of kids talking about some oopsie.
Yeah, yeah, curb checkers. You know?
That was it on that Timothy.
That's it on me.
In that Ephesians, it said that she should be in subjection to her husband in all things.
Under the rule.
Yeah, if I'm telling you something and it come out to be wrong, look, as a leader, it's like, okay, I was wrong, but your role is to listen to me regardless.
That's the role of a leader. You're taking the good and the bad. They only see the good. They only see the money. That's why they want to get paid more, but they don't. The niggas is like Esau is cussing them out like, bitch, y'all ain't on no roofs. You're not doing no construction. You can get the job that pays. You're not willing to do it.
Yeah.
You know, you're not willing to do it. But they want to be leaders. That's the stupidest shit ever.
Without the responsibility and accountability, they just want the power.
You see what the all-female pilots did? Crashed that fucking plane.
Well, a couple of years ago, you had that all-female
Bridge.
with the
Yeah,
bridge.
yeah.
You had all that all-female construction, and they built a bridge, and that bridge collapsed.
Oh,
It was a couple of years back, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Shit's golden,
I
man.
wouldn't trust that shit.
I would never cross that bridge. Literally, man.
I'll swim before I come.
Yeah, but it ain't got no ferries around this bitch. It's the only access. Y'all, wow, I'm gonna go around this fucking island, find the other bridge. Shit.
But that's why the Lord, he set up the perfect order, the perfect structure. Hey, it is the Father, Yahawah, the Son, YAHAWASHI, the men, the women, and the child. But hey, the woman want to play the role of the man or the God and not play their own role. You know, if everybody play their role, everything will go smooth, man.
Yeah, like I said, if somebody kicking your door at 3 in the morning, you want to be the man? Go check the door.
Exactly.
Go see who came in this motherfucker.
Right.
But you're going to expect me to do my part at
Right.
that point.
There's rewards that come with that.
Yeah.
When you go out to war, there's a reward for going. You can't sit there and say, well, why he got so much money and I don't? Because he went and killed the people. When he killed them, he got the booty. Like, you choked the nigga till he died and put your life at risk? No. So you don't get the benefits. But that's who wants to be the leaders of the world. They fight for Kamala Harris. Don't care nothing about what the fuck nothing. You just want her in because she's a nigga, a fake nigga woman, man. Paper mache. You know? She's a color. And y'all mad. And then you get mad at the niggas. You get mad at Judah. And they're the main ones that was voting. Niggas walking with your stupid that ain't even do nothing. They helped your ass out.
Niggas voted
But you got to blame somebody. You ain't going to blame Esau, though.
Yeah, Esau the main one voted. The
blame
female whites voted for Trump and the males.
Yeah.
So that show y'all. But the niggas, y'all got up because y'all programmed to always do what? Turn against your man.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
He voted for the same bitch as you.
He did what you
He
asked.
was with you.
And it wasn't enough.
Bro.
And it failed because y'all niggas ain't shit. It was a knee-jerk reaction. That's all it was. A knee-jerk fucking reaction.
Keep that same fucking energy in the near future.
It was good because it let the whole world see. And that's the thing about the internet. This nigga woman is just frolicking through the internet doing dumb shit and don't realize you're being archived, man.
Yeah, right.
You know?
We keeping receipts, man.
You peep-popping for a good time and you're archiving. You know? You go on OnlyFans to make some extra dollars and you're archived.
You got dates on it.
Yeah, that's dumb as hell. To want to rule the country. Yep. So with that being said, we'll give all praises unto
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH.
Double honors to our apostles who are elders who are above. Blessed salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truth and sincerity. Yes, sir. Yes.